All right, peace to the guys and goddesses, kings and queens, emperors and empresses, chiefs and priests of the motherfucking land. Hope you're having a great cosmic rising, day, night, whenever you catch to see this video. I just hope you're having a great present moment in general. So today, y'all see the title, and we getting straight into it. Sexual discipline is important, bro. It's very important. And overall, oh yeah, my bad. I gotta get my shit right. But anyways, like I was saying, overall, discipline is important in general. But the reason why I want to talk about sexual discipline, because that's one of the hardest things to master on this planet. Because look at the planet, look at society. It's highly sexual in nature because it's overran by sex demons such as incubi, succubi, the draconian reptilians, your fallen angels. They're all in on it. The demiurge. Hell, even the certain species of people themselves that consider themselves humans. You feel me? Like the energy the traumatic energy that has been spread upon the earth sacredly through sacral chakra abuse, as I like to say. It has completely altered the way of how humans should be reproducing. Because at the end of the day, let's call it for what it really is. It's not really sex, it's reproduction. The only time you should be indulging in something like that is if you're planning on having a child. But if you're not planning on having a child, you really shouldn't even be doing it. Let's keep it above 50. Now, the reason why I want to talk about sexual discipline is to make those feel more comfortable on stepping out and speaking out about this, right? Because I, as myself, you know, a person with a high sexual drive, you feel me? A person who had and a male that has high testosterone levels too. You see what I'm saying? So I'm out here ready to reproduce. But you know, I still know that, hey, I gotta have discipline. And discipline is I'm gonna do another video on discipline, just talking straight discipline, because discipline is easier said than done. But at the end of the day, nothing's impossible because you're possible. Nothing's impossible because I'm possible. So yeah, you know, discipline is very important. But the reason why I'm talking about sexual discipline is because if you could start with that first and master your sacral chakra, bro, there's nothing that could stop you from being disciplined in any other thing. If you can dominate the most hardest thing, which is the sacral chakra energy, look at the word. People think, like for example, all these fucking conscious community infiltrators, whatever. The niggas that don't, they be like, oh, I'm not a part of the conscious community, but you got all these followers, you got all these resources off of doing this shit. Shut up. You're a part of that shit. A lot of them put on this front for social media, acting like they eating healthy and this, that. I mean, some probably is eating healthy, but at the end of the day, it's one thing they still got a chokehold on that they not gonna speak on, and it's that sex. A lot of these spiritual motherfuckers be having a lot of fucking sex. They use their gifts and their ways to get in the nigga pants or to get in the female pants. Let's keep it $1.50. A lot of y'all be getting it in. Or some of y'all is gooners. If you're not getting it, you probably getting it in and you're a gooner. See, I'm going to talk about this because right now, one, I am deep on my semen retention right now. I'm on the semen retention right now, and I'm not looking back. This is a different kind of semen retention I'm on right now. I came to a conclusion where I'm like, okay, I'm not having no sex for like a few years, probably. Like, because the last females that I've been dealing with, they sacral energy is disrupting the fuck out of my alignment. It disrupts the alignment of my sacral chakra, which then knocks my whole entire chakra system out of alignment. And I'm finally getting my shit back in complete divine alignment. I know how to make my shit hard and soft at will. At will. So if I see a little she bad looking good and I start nah, we gotta suppress those, we gotta I ain't even gonna say suppress those thoughts. We gotta alchemize those thoughts into positive frequencies, positive thoughts. Bring that shit back down. Pause on that, but I'm just saying. You should be, as a man, you should be able to do that at will. Because if you got control over your dick, you could control anything. If you can discipline your sexual energy, there's nothing that can stop you from being disciplined in anything else. If you can do that. That's why I'm talking about this right now. To my brothers out there that's dealing with the gooning and shit like that, stop that shit. It's easier said than done, but work on it. Cut that shit down. You doing that shit multiple times a day, you need to cut that shit to once a day, nigga. You doing that shit 2 or 3 days out of the week, you need to cut that shit to 1 day out of the week. And then once you get it there, you need to cut that shit to once every 2 weeks. You able to stop from there. Now you can go a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, 2 years. Because your sacral energy is important. When we talking scientifically, especially for the males, your sperm contains zinc. Your sperm contains zinc, the most purest form of zinc. Nigga, some gas right. Take you a hit while I'm coughing. There you go. Get that hit in. Yep. There you go. That shit hit, don't it? Yeah. So as I was saying, your sperm contains zinc and many other important metals that are highly magnetic. Highly magnetic. And when you start to retain that energy, the more you retain that energy, the more a lot of these sexual demons are going to come after you because they crave that kind of energy. Yeah, they can feed all day off of, you know, the people that's stuck in a sacral chakra always having sex and always gooning and shit. Yeah, they can easily get them niggas, but that's like fast food to them niggas. You gotta understand, my brothers and sisters, you gotta understand how these demons work. That's like fast food to them niggas. You gotta, in order to understand a demon, you have to sometimes put your mind in their mindset, in their thought pattern. So you can be like, okay, how's these niggas moving so I can know how to stop these niggas? If I was them, what would I do if I was one of them? You think them demons don't do the same shit when they looking at us chosen ones? What would I do if I was the chosen one? So they can try to figure out our next move, but it's harder for them to do that. See, it's harder for them to do that because they're on a low vibration trying to come up to a high vibration. Meanwhile, we already on a high vibration. We came from a low vibration. Remember, in order to even get on a high vibration, you got to start low first. So we already up here. We already know what go on down there. But them, they don't know what going up here though, because they never reached this level yet. You see what I mean? So that's like fast food to them niggas. But you, my brothers, you, my sisters, that's retaining your sexual energy, that's like fucking Roos and Chris to them. That's like Benihana's to them. That's like that's like Gordon Ramsay, top notch five. They don't get that often. So when they see somebody with that energy, they will send everything possible to find some crack in their aura field to where they can reel them in and steal that sacral energy from them. Because it's like Roos Chris to them. They tired of this fast food shit. They like, I want that. That shit look good. So be ready. They gonna send sisters, they gonna send men your way. That's gonna look good in a motherfucker, like me, for example. But he always, see, you can tell the difference between a man and a little boy. See, when a man, yeah, he gonna see that you look good, but when he comes to approach you and to interact with you, he not just gonna be in your face like a fucking clown. You feel me? Complimenting on how you look. Oh, you look good. Yeah, you know what got you on this? What got you wearing this tonight? You feel me? Oh, that's why you wearing that, man. Shit, you know. I'm just liking that smile, right? You know, he's going to always compliment your looks. So, man, he's going to be like, yeah, you look beautiful today. I like how you looking. But this is what I want to ask you, though. He's going to start asking you about yourself. You know, how's your life? What skills do what skills you do right now? Or, what field you in right now? What's your dreams? What's your goals and visions that you want to... He going to ask you shit like that. And if you, for example, I tell everybody, if you going to fuck with somebody on that aspect, ask them, Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years from now? If they can't tell you where they see themselves in year fucking one, if they can't even tell you where they see themselves in year fucking one, you don't need to be dating that person. Because they not thinking ahead for the future. And I understand it's important to absorb and enjoy the present. I get that. But you always need to stay 10 steps ahead. You always need to stay 10 steps ahead of the game. That's the point of you being down here. It's a school. This is to teach you to tap into your intuition. Your intuition is what? Something that allows you to see something before it takes place. You're here to master your intuition, your manifestation, your telekinesis, your telepathy, your intelligence, increasing your intelligence with your knowledge. I can go on all day about the superpowers that we're acquiring right now, but not everybody gonna get them. It's only certain ones when we get to the 144,000. But like I tell people, watch the motherfuckers that saying, "Oh, I'm the 144,000 chosen one." No, you not. We don't know who that's gonna be until this shit is said and done. When graduation comes, we gonna see who really been putting in the work, who really been studying, who really. It's like this is really Earth is a school, nigga. You here to perfect your art. Art is literally in the middle of Earth, and if you take the H at the end of Earth and put it in the front, you get heart chakra, art. You're supposed to be expressing your creativity through your heart as pure as possible on this planet. And if you can't do that, you will not pass on to the next grade. You will have to, like in school, nigga, get held back. You see all your friends leave, you like, damn, you like, they go. Like, yeah, nigga, you gonna get held back. Why niggas, hey, I see you up here, nigga, when you finally catch on. You did. This is a school. You don't want to get held back, my nigga. You don't. This is school. Yeah, okay, I understand that this school right here, this fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional, sixth dimensional, seventh dimensional school that's here, nigga. It's 12 dimensions. Just like how they show you in school, K through 12. That's the same thing in the cosmos, nigga. There's 12 dimensions. Nigga, we on the third, just not getting ready to enter to the fourth and the fifth. It goes all the way up to the 12th. But right now, we finna see if you graduate this class. Is you gonna graduate 3rd grade or not, nigga? A lot of us don't already, some of us chosen ones already graduated 3rd grade. We are already on fourth grade level, 4th dimension, what is what I mean. And that's with the mind. See, people think these dimensions, you tap into them with your body, and you see these different places. No, I mean, yes, there is something like that. But I ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole different video. But dimensions is thinking too as well. Frequencies. Channeling in. What do you channel when you watching TV? Television. Telekinesis. Television. Channeling in these visions from mere frequency. A TV is literally a box that emits frequencies, communicates with a satellite or a radio that's connected to the house. The satellite connects to the towers that you see outside, and they send signals to each other, and these signals go back into the TV and then project these images, just like how your brain and eyes work. Television, telekinesis, telepathy. What? Does it make sense? So you're channeling your frequency, your soul here in this vessel on this realm, and you can channel into these other dimensions with your mind. So some of us has already graduated 3D, 4D, 5D. You got some niggas well up to the 7D right now. Just strictly off mental. Because we gotta remember, we still in these bodies. We still energy locked into these bodies. Because we made the choice to come here. Once you make the choice willingly, remember, you have free will. Nothing can force you in the cosmos. That's the universal law. Nothing can be forced. But they ain't say things can be deceived to make it, If I deceive somebody to do some shit and they get in trouble for it, it's not my fault because I told them. I mean, universally speaking, it's my fault because I told them and deceived them. But at the end of the day, they still made that choice to believe what I did instead of thinking on what I said and using their heart and their mind and putting it together like, hold on, is it what this nigga saying really right? Should I be doing this? Nah, I ain't gonna do this. But they, some people don't do that. So that's on them. So you gotta think, that's how it worked with this shit. We still energy locked into these bodies. We made the choice to come here. Whether you was fooled to come back here or whether you look back and say, you know what? Man, no, I can't let this shit go down back here. Let me go back and help niggas. Let me go back and be a guider. Can I be a guider amongst this school? I come back every so many eons. Yes, you can be a guider. You can be a reminder to the people. You can be a reminder to every new soul that comes out here or old soul that forgot who they is. You can be a reminder. Yeah, we'll let you do that every so now and then. It's so many different souls here for different reasons and different purposes. Remember that. Some people was fooled to come back here. Some people chose to come back here. Some people are new in being put here by the universe itself, just off of sheer random generated number, RNG. But some people are new souls being put here so they can reach that growth quickly. So like I said, get it back to the main thing. Sexual discipline is important. And it starts with here. This is powerful. There's nothing that can stop you if you got this. I'm not saying you unstoppable to me. I mean, shit, that's something I would want to manifest. I would low-key like to be unstoppable. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fuck it. Why did I put that energy out there? But with this, I'm just being so honest with this consciousness. You're gonna always be who you are when you go to the next realm and the next realm and the next. This is who you are. And when you start to use this, even when you die and forget shit, or I ain't even gonna say forget shit. You forget. But then you when you go through the shit that you go through each realm, you begin to remember shit through each realm. Remember, nothing is new under the sun. So it starts here. What allows you to control down here. It's all my gooners. It's all my, highly sexual people, bro. Calm down. Couples, calm down. Don't be having sex every fucking night. Keep it. I know y'all like to keep it. You feel me? Because it's going to hit better. When y'all resist it and you let it build up, it hit different. When you come back, you be like, okay, well, you know what? We're going to take a month of no sex, babe. Okay, that's cool. I can do that. Let's just vibe out. If a man can't do that, then that's a boy. A boy should be a boy. He going, oh, what you mean we can't have no sex? Oh, what you mean? And vice versa to the males. If you were a female, you tell her, hey, babe, 30 days, I'm trying to go on this, you feel me? I'm finna work out. I'm finna do a 30-day detox. Or maybe a 3-month detox if y'all want to go big with it. 6 months, year, however, there's no limit to what you can do. Who's stopping you? So yeah. And then your baby like, okay, that's cool. Let's do it. I'm here. I'm going to do this because I love you. This ain't about no lust and fuck. Because the moment she get like, oh, what you mean we can't have no sex for, that's a little girl. Leave her alone. Get her up out of there. Because she going to be that baby mama that you don't want. Let's stop bringing in these new souls into this realm. Or these lost souls into this realm that forgot what the fuck took place here and they got fooled to come back here. Let's stop bringing them here to be traumatized as children. And they usurp that energy from them. Whether it's through school, whether they kidnap them and they take them in the vaccine shots they got to get to even go before they go to school. Like, come on, man. Let's stop bringing in these babies like this. Let's bring them in a more healthier way. Even at the hospital birth, the way you give birth isn't healthy. You're supposed to give birth in water. You're supposed to be in water when you give birth. All women, I don't care what race of woman you is, all women should be giving birth in water. And when I say water, not just no cold, I'm talking about lukewarm shit, damn near lukewarm water. A little hot bath type, because it allows your muscles to relax. With some Epsom salt in that motherfucker too. Not too much, because you gotta remember, you giving birth. You don't want the baby, you feel me? Just a little tad bit of hit a little spell, a little salt. You feel me? And boom. It's gonna feel much better when you give birth. But anyways, to all the people that's out there, you know, the freaks. Y'all, some people overly freak. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some people feel like they just can't stop having what they call nymphomaniacs. I feel bad for them because they just don't know them demons is eating. Remember, some of these thoughts ain't your thoughts, man. Remember that. That's why it's good to meditate. It's good to self-reflect a lot on your life and self-reflect on who you is and always isolate yourself so you can sit with yourself and certain shit that it's certain things that you will do that'll start to annoy you. You be like, hold on, I gotta stop doing this because this shit. The more I keep doing this, and this is how am I annoying myself? That's how you know there's certain things about yourself that you need to work and fix on. You see what I'm saying? That you need to work and fix on. So that way, you know if it'll annoy you, it'll annoy somebody else. This is why it's good to sit with yourself. You start to learn who you really is, what thoughts really are yours, and who thoughts are others, whether it be from lower entities or be from higher entities such as your ancestors. But you also got lower entities that's your ancestors too that fell down the wrong path. Remember, you have fallen ancestors too. Yes, you do. You have fallen ancestors, and you have risen ancestors, or ascended ancestors, as I like to call them. And those ancestors was the ones that stayed true to who they was, and they remained righteous. And then you have your fallen ancestors of your bloodline that was doing egregious shit. You know, like touching on kids in the family, and yeah, you have fallen ancestors too. So they're cooked. But they will come into, and since you are born of their blood and contain their DNA, it is much easier for them to manipulate you as well and make you do things that you normally wouldn't do. You have to study genetics, behavioral genetics as well. You have to study genetics and behavior genetics, personality traits, and psychology more importantly. And add a little bit of neurology in there as well. And when you start to study that and you learn that shit, you like, hold on. You start to catch on to certain shit about yourself. And more importantly, you see a lot of these behaviors displayed in people in public on a mass level to the point you're like, hold on. There's a lot of unchecked mental illness and disorders going on out here. This is why so many motherfuckers is weird, bro. This is why this is why I stay to myself. I solo dolo. No cap. I solo dolo. That's how that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Can't nobody take that from me. I love myself and I love being around myself and I love my energy. I love my silence most importantly. I'm a water sign. I don't like my waters disturbed all the time, bro. I'm like a flowing river, nigga. That motherfucker just flowing. You feel me? Chilling. And then a tree just fall and block my whole flow off. Like, nah. We can't have that. Or I'm a pine. You feel me? And I'm chilling. Ducks sitting in my shit. And some badass kids come in and come throw rocks in this shit and then scare off the ducks and then cause the fish to swim away and shit because the vibration for the rocks. Like, yeah, nah, don't do that. You know, like, just being real with you. Like, that's me. But people, when you study a lot of this shit, when it comes to here, you start to see a lot of weird shit. And like, okay, this is kind of, damn. Is it that bad? Is it that bad? Do we need to bring crazy houses back? We need to. I don't know why we got rid of them. We need to bring that shit back so we can help those people. There's ways to help those people and reverse those effects. That's what they don't tell people. Alzheimer's and dementia and ADHD, autism. Mental retard. All that. That shit can be reversed. That's what they don't tell niggas. And they don't tell niggas that a lot of that shit is caused through DNA mutation. specifically in the lysosomes, if I'm correct. Because if your lysosomes are not produced properly, it begins to cause mental retardation because of the food and that niggas is getting injected into them and all the other bullshit. Stop that. We can reverse that, but I digress. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a certified psychologist. I'm not a certified neurologist. I'm not a certified physicist. You feel me? I'm not a certified biologist. I'm just telling y'all from the shit that I be reading, from books that come from certified. I read books, get neurology for dummies, psychology for dummies, get physics, a physics 1 book, a physics 2 book, get quantum physics, get psychology books, psychology 101, get all that shit, bro. 48 laws of power, get all that shit. Absorb it, absorb the fuck out of it. Until you can't even spit it back out. It's digested. Absorb it. Get this knowledge, my people. But I ain't no certified, none of everything I just named, I'm not certified in none of that shit. But I do read books that come from people that written these books that are certified in those fields I just named. I'm just saying. And it be other shit that I find out that I put together that a lot of these so-called scientists can't even figure out yet. Because they not tying in the esoteric information with it. They scientists are what I call exoteric, which is always searching for information through the outside world. But see, my people, we learned that you can be exoteric, which is very helpful, but you also have to be esoteric, which is going within to find information as well. Going within, in here, in the DNA, meditating, sitting back and self-reflecting, taking everything that you're learning from your environment, outside world, the news, your books, and just compiling it together and breaking it down. You're like, you know what? This realm is just, yeah, this is a test. This shit just like a video game. How the fuck pedophiles is running our country? This is a movie script. This is a movie script. I feel like Alias is you know what? I'm gonna be $150 with you. Like in the words of Rashad Jamal, this is the greatest Hollywood. This is the greatest Hollywood. This is the greatest movie Hollywood never wrote. I wouldn't be surprised if there is an ET species watching the fuck out this shit, like a 5-star movie on the edge of their seats. Like, is they gonna do it? Is they gonna? You feel me? Like, cause this is crazy on the shit we living in. This has to be a test to see who is cut for this shit to move on and ascend in the cosmos to the higher realms where there's there's enemies all the way up to the 6th dimension. It stopped there. But there's enemies all the way up to the 6th dimension. It's gonna get crispy around this bitch, boy. So we gonna see if niggas is ready to graduate. Graduation time. For real. It's graduation time. So not to get too far off topic, studying what I study, like I said, sexual discipline is important. It starts there. It starts there. It starts with, I feel like the main 3 things it starts with is the food. Really 2 things. Like, I mean, yeah. So the 3 things I feel like is just really fucking up is the technology, the food, and damn, I just had it in my head, the last thing. The food, the technology, and damn, I had it on the top of my head. I forgot the 3rd one. It's like it just got stripped from me. Who doing that? Like, give me that back. Give me that thought back, bro. Give me that thought back. It's 3 things that's fucking us up, cuz. Okay, yeah. The food, the technology, and the sex. That's what's destroying us. That's what's really crippling us. If we can cut it off there, we ain't even get, I ain't even got deep into this shit when we start talking about finances and money and how's that usurping and how we need to cut that off by just stop spending money at these stores and cutting off the bank. But right now, niggas need to lock. I need niggas to lock in, lock in with me. Come on, lock in. The three things that's really getting us is the food, the technology, and the sex. We gotta work on it, man. We gotta work on it. And it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. Because you gotta remember, like, this is why I don't really, like, for example, like, okay, I don't knock somebody that's righteous, but they might, they still working on themselves. How can I explain this? Like, y'all get what I mean. Like, for example, motherfucker be like, yeah, I'm working on eating healthy, but every now and then they might get them a little cookie or something, or they might get them a little Subway sandwich. I don't know. They might go get them a cheat day, as I like to say. As long as they don't, every day you goddamn cheating, like, nah, cut that out, cut that out. But, every now and then they still satisfy that side. Remember, you got two sides to you. I don't care what niggas gotta say. You can call me whatever, say whatever, feel whatever. You have a shadow side. The light and the dark. You, or what niggas call demons and angel. You have an angelic and a demon, whatever you want to call it, bro. In some way or form, we have that, bro. And you, every now and then you're like, okay, fuck it. But there will come to a point too, though, when you keep going the path down that you're going on, trying to better yourself. It will be a point you reach where there's no return. You feel me? So it might come a while. You might get so used into the habit of eating how you eating. Boom. Now it's like, okay, you're not really consuming that shit no more. It takes time. That's what it is. Time is key. Time is money. When you just take time with shit. Niggas be so scared. I mean, yes, I understand niggas die every day. I get it. You feel me? I get it. But this time concept, you gotta cut it out, bro. Even if you don't get to do what you got to do here. And you leave, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you can't hold on to this shit. I'm gonna put it like that to you. Yes, all the memories and everything that you done here, made here with the people, family, all that, I get it. But you can't really hold on to that shit because death is inevitable. Death is inevitable. Because that's really how they get a lot of people food into coming back here, bro. They make you feel like, damn, I missed out on a lot of shit. Let me get back down here. Fuck it. And that's because that be the ones that's so indulged in, like, they think this the only life. You know how they say YOLO, you only live once. You really don't, but okay. But they instill that on you so hard. That's why they want to make you fear of death. They show you all these gory movies and all these crazy deaths and all the, you feel me? Because they want you to be so afraid of just, it's really the main thing that people are afraid of when it comes to death is the pain. They don't know what kind of, you feel me? Some people don't know your death can come like that. Nigga, you can die in your sleep. Remember that. There be niggas that die in their sleep, nigga. Remember that. You don't, that shit just, but they want niggas to, it's really that part. People want to know, they don't know the fear of what it feels like, the unknown The fear of the unknown knowledge of what that feels like is what get a lot of people. And I'm saying I know what death feel like? Fuck no. You feel me? But have I had many close call scenarios where a nigga life flashed before his eyes? Hell fucking yes. Hell fucking yes. But by the graces of my ancestors and the divine titans that watch over, sentinels that watch over me, bro. Luckily, I didn't have to experience what the fuck that, when it's pass over, bro. When it's time to pass over. But at the end of the day, even if you live a life where nothing happens to you, guess what still's gonna get you? Age. You can only live to a certain amount of years, bro. And you gotta go. Simple. And you gotta remember, yes, like I told niggas, yes, it's a lot of people that die every day. I get it. But it's a lot of people that live long as fuck all the fucking time too. You feel me? Most of the people right now in my family is passing away just because of old age. Oh God, it's really just because of old age. Their body has reached their limit. Their car has reached their limit. You feel me? So you can't fear it, bro. It's gonna come no matter what. And we just gotta be mentally prepared for that. That's why I just mentally prepare myself like this shit inevitable. I just don't even think about it. Like, okay, I'm not gonna constantly think about, you feel me? A lot of people be scared and think about that shit. You gotta stop thinking about that shit all the time. If you think about it, you gonna attract that shit to you. Stop. Just put that shit off in the, like, okay, it's inevitable. Fuck it. Well, I'm finna live my life to the fullest every day like it's my last. When you start to live every day like it's your motherfucking last, you just live your life to the fullest every day. Putting in your all every day you wake up, bro. Next thing you know, you 80 years old and you don't did all these great things. You satisfied. Because you wasn't always focused on being scared of, death, this, that, and all this shit going on. Like, bro, chill. We are still in a very, very, very advanced species with these goddamn brains and frontal lobes. We just need to use them. When we start using them, it's over with. Because they damn sure use them. These scientists that's paid by these private corporations, BlackRock, Vanguard, what's these, Bill Gates and them, the Microsoft Corporation. All these places is private corporations, bro. Funding billions of dollars into this shit. These fake ass monopoly dollars, because it's a monopoly game. The money ain't backed by nothing. Like, what are we doing? What the fuck are... Just calm down, OJ. This shit's so dumb. What's going on this planet, bro? I swear to God, I'm telling you, ETs pulling up and they like, what the fuck is taking place here? These niggas is really using fake money for resources that are fucking limitless. They're called natural resources for a reason. Food, fuel, plants, wood, whatever, iron, metals, all that shit is literally limitless. It's called natural for a reason because it's always being produced. What are we doing? Anyways, y'all get what's going on, bro. We gotta lock in. And like I said, what I said earlier, the food, technology, and the sex is what's really getting us. And we gotta, sometimes you gotta get off of Instagram. Sometimes you gotta get off of YouTube. Sometimes you just gotta get off your phone, bro. I mean, yeah, you got check important email and then get off that motherfucker. You feel me? And even if you, as a fucking content creator or musician, whatever, bro, You do what you do, and you post and you go. You just put it out there to be in the Akashic records. You feel me? Just post and go. Whoever see it, will see it. Whoever fuck with it, fuck with it. Who don't, will don't. That's the point of life. It's called negative and positive. Light, dark, yin, yang. It's gonna be hate, love. You feel me? Red, blue. That's just how it works. When you learn that, my people. When you learn that and come to acceptance with that, life moves so much easier for you, bro. Just being who you is, bro. Just being who you is. You don't gotta be like this, be like that, be like him, be like her. No. Just be who you is. Who are you? Learn yourself. What did you come here to spread? What did you come here to spread? What did you come here to master in this school? What art did you come to express? That's what we dealing with here. And right now we're going through a very deep stage of discipline. I know I'm not the only one. You feel me? I know I'm not the only one. But everybody got to be going through they phases right now, bro. Everybody going through their phases right now of growth. Finally getting what they deserve. You feel me? Finally, reaching even new heights, breaking to new limits that they thought they could never reach to. Finally, tapping into the greater and deeper potentials within themselves. The deeper abilities within themselves. You dig? I feel it. It's going on. It's going on. I'm connected to the planetary grid myself. I can feel everybody, bro. I'm a water sign. I'm a Cancer. I'm one of the cardinal signs. If you don't know what a cardinal sign is, we like the elders of all the zodiacs. We the ones that lead the rest of the zodiacs. We lead the way. Look up the cardinal signs. Cardinal, just like you have something called cardinal sin. A cardinal sin is like one of the 7 deadly sins. Another cardinal sin is like killing a god. Or some, you get what I mean? Shit, it's real shit like that. So when you think of cardinal signs, we like you feel me? We the most, I ain't gonna say the most important zodiacs, but, well, yeah, the most important zodiacs, because if we go down, everybody else fall. So we gotta make sure we on our A game. Cancer is a crab, bro. Crab moves around in the ocean. Because that's what the sign is associated with. And the water is connected between the spirit realm and the physical realm. When we talking physics in the states of matter. Solid, liquid, gas, physical, spiritual, astral, space, plasma, fifth element, electricity, spirit, as we called it anciently. That's the ancient name of electricity, spirit. That's what I put when I read physics and I seen that when they talked about the electricity and I'm like, and that's what powers our body. We have electricity in our body. That means without that,